Hey everybody, Jeff Darling here. Welcome to episode 103 of the Tower Marketing System YouTube channel. And I'm really excited to be able to share with you what I have today. The topic I want to talk about today, I've been studying for the last couple of weeks, and it's pretty amazing. It's a concept, it's not necessarily a new concept, but with all the tools and technology that we have out there today, if we can take those and use them, then you can really help grow your business really, really fast with this concept. So I'm really excited to be able to share it with you. But before I get into that, like always, I just want to tell you that, like I said, my name is Jeff Darling, and I have a passion to help small businesses share their passion with the world. And today we have more tools and technology than ever before. And I just help take those tools and technology and work with businesses to help them share their passions with the world. I believe small businesses are going to change the world. And so that is what I do. That's what I work on, is these things, and be able to teach as much as I can teach and just share with you everything that I'm learning. So today, that's what I want to do. And before I start with that, basically, you know, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to share something about your business with you. Even though I've never met your business, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to share something with you. Your business right now is leaving a ton of money on the table. Right under your nose, you're losing a ton of money that you can get. And I'm not saying that to really offend anybody or to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that, but it's true. And I'm going to explain myself, but even me and myself, I'm leaving a ton of money on the table. And that's what this concept is. That's what this idea is today. It's going to change that. It's going to help get that money back, take a lot of money that you're leaving on the table that you didn't even realize that you're leaving. So let me share with you what I want to talk about today. All right. So it's the idea and the concept of integration marketing. That's what I want to talk about. I've taken this, a lot of this came from a book called Integration Marketing by Mark Joyner. And that's where I got a lot of this information. That's what I've been studying, and that's what I've been learning about. And it has been amazing. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Before I get started, though, I want to share with you a quick story. All right. So several years ago, a very important meeting happened. A meeting that changed a lot in the course of history. And it was a meeting between Microsoft and IBM. What seemed like a pretty insignificant meeting between these two powerhouses. And then this was before Microsoft was really even heard of, before I even knew what they were. This meeting began. But this meeting changed everything, because in this meeting, Bill Gates sold his DOS system. Bill Gates sold his DOS system, his Microsoft system, to IBM. And why that was so important, why that was such a genius move, was because Bill Gates took this idea and he integrated it into all of IBM's customer stream. All the millions of people who are following, who are buying IBM products, their entire traffic, their entire customer base, Bill Gates introduced Microsoft to in one swoop, in one meeting. Now, all of IBM's customers are Microsoft customers. Now, every single time someone turns on an IBM computer, they see DOS, they see Microsoft logo, Microsoft system. And he integrated all of that in one meeting, one shake of a hand. All those followers became his followers. I want you to think about the significance of that for a second, just to think about it, right? That's like inventing inventing a new hamburger, a really awesome hamburger, but instead of going out and advertising your hamburger, trying to get people to try your hamburger and buy your hamburger, to starting out in your local area, then to your city, and then to your state, and then to the country, spending thousands of marketing dollars. Instead, you go to head of McDonald's and say, hey, I got this amazing hamburger. Do you want to sell it? And McDonald's says, yeah, we'll sell it. And then you get royalties after every cent hamburger sold. And one fell swoop, you would have made the millions and millions of McDonald's customers, most of whom don't don't really admit to being McDonald's customers, but we all are. But making those millions, maybe even billions of customers your customers. That is amazing, amazing strategy. One last story. The story of just a young singer who at the very beginning of YouTube, him and his mom decided to create YouTube videos and start singing and created a following on YouTube. All right. So a lot of you may already know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about this singer named Justin Bieber, right? So Justin Bieber, that's how he started. He started making music and singing on YouTube only, and he began to make a following of people who liked him. And he started to make some success. But it wasn't until a couple of, I would say, pretty well-known artists you may have heard of, Usher and Justin Timberlake, discovered him and brought him and signed him to make albums. You know what happened? Justin Bieber and Usher's audience now became Justin Timberlake's and Usher's audience now became Justin Bieber's audience. He was introduced to their audience. The millions and millions and millions of fans of Justin Timberlake and Usher now became Justin Bieber's fans. Maybe not all of them, but tons of them. He had that opportunity. And he was put into their customer base, their distribution, if you will. And it grew Justin Bieber to what he is today. What made him so big was because of this. And so that's a concept. That's the idea of what integration marketing can do on a large scale. So what I want to share with you today, but what does this mean for your business? How does this help your business? How can you take this idea, right? Because most of us don't have access to IBM type companies, to Usher and Timberlake type people. How do we take this idea, this concept, and work it within our own system? How can we grow with it? And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to give you guys a strategy and an idea of how to do that. So the first thing we want to talk about, though, is what integration marketing is not. Just real quick. Integration marketing is not having the same message across several platforms. There's a concept out there. I'm not saying this is a wrong concept, but this is not the definition of integrated marketing that I'm talking about. So if you've been to a business school or marketing classes in college and read those business books, that's what they talk about integration marketing is. Having your same message across all platforms, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, TV, radio, whatever it is, always having that same message. I'm not saying that's wrong. That is correct. But I'm just saying that is not what I'm talking about today. All right. So what I'm talking about today, here is what integration marketing is. Okay. So here's the definition by Mark Joyner's book. This is his definition, which I think is the best definition. The integration of a unit of marketing value, which means a brand message, an offer, a sale, a store, anything that adds marketing impact to your business into an existing integration point, such as inside a traffic or transaction stream. So what do I mean by that? A lot of times I look at this as an offer. Whenever I work with businesses, I work in ideas of offers. You want to offer your customers something. And so, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a message. It could be a specific sale. It could be anything like that. But let's just say it's taking an offer, right, that you might have. And what you do is you place that offer. You make a deal with another company like yours, a business, a complementary business that's doing something that already has a traffic stream, and introducing your offer into an existing traffic stream. So a very obvious example of this that people are already doing is if you're selling produce, maybe you're selling organic apples or organic oranges or something, maybe unique, like a special type of pineapple that people don't have everywhere. But let's say you're selling that, right? Well, you want to take that to the farmer's market. Then you're taking your sale, whatever it is that you have to offer, and you're introducing it to the farmer's market traffic. And that is a very simple idea of what integration marketing is. And that's an idea of what a lot of people are already doing with integration marketing. But I want to take it a step further. I want anybody who's listening to just think about this in a different way, because there's so many other ways we can do this with all the tools and technology that we have today. So what I want to do is give you the strategy. Okay, this is the strategy that I've read, that I've been studying, and this is a strategy that you guys can do. So the first thing is identify a potential integration marketing deal. So how do you do this? The first thing that you want to do is you want to think about as specific as you can, your product or service or whatever it is that you want to offer. You want to create that offer and you want to think about that offer. And what you want to think about is before, during, and after, whatever that offer is, what is everything that your potential customer needs to make it a perfect situation for them? Everything that they could use, uh, everything that they could do. Just think about, even if you don't offer it, even if you don't sell it, it's important to think about what's everything they need to make this the best sales experience possible. Okay, and you just want to make that list and really list it out. Then what you want to do is you want to go online and you want to start to research in your area, research on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, right? Find influencers, find people who have at least 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers or more, people that are being listened to and sought after. Look at what they're doing. Anybody who may be complementary to what you want to try to do. And so that's the second thing, because you want to try to identify what could be a good deal, who could I make a deal with, and who can I work with. Okay, so that would be like one example of that would be, let's say you are a organic Whole Foods grocery store, all right, and you created a membership program where people can buy into the membership and then they get discounts on all your produce, and they get special deals, and they get special special cookbooks and things like that they're trying to do for if you're on the keto diet or different types of diets, whatever that is, I don't know. But let's just say that you have a special program that you created that you now want to offer, right? So who would be complementary to that? Well, one of the things that'd be complementary would be because your health, when you think about your category of health in this situation, health food, you're looking at people who want to be healthy, who want to get healthier, right? So you can go to a nearby gym, a nearby fitness, maybe CrossFit, or maybe a health club, something like that. You could go into their traffic stream and you can make a deal with them. Every single time that someone maybe does a free pass to their health club, they also get $100 gift card to your store. Or maybe they get maybe the membership's free for a month to their store, and they get a free membership for 1 month that they can try out and see if it makes sense to them, along with a cookbook, right? And then anybody who comes into the health food store, then after they spend X amount of groceries or whatever, hey, thanks for buying with us, you get a free 7-day pass to this gym. So now we have a two-way street. And now the health club traffic becomes your traffic. You integrate what you have into their traffic. If they're buying things online, they're going on and they're signing up online. Maybe on the thank you page, you can say, hey, thank you. We have one more offer for you, a free $100 gift card or a free month to your subscription to this health food store. Would you be interested in that? And they say yes, and then they get it. So you put it into and that'll be like putting it into their transaction stream. So that would be the idea of identifying, just really, really make a list of everything that your client needs to make whatever you offer the best sales experience. And then think about everything they need before, everything they need during, everything they need after, and then find businesses that relate to that you could partner with, and you both could sell it. Number 2, conduct a proof of concept testing. All right, so don't go crazy with it. Start out really, really small. Whenever I work with clients, I usually try to start out with maybe $100 to maybe $500 to get started on any type of marketing thing, just to start out small. Make sure that people want this, that this is interesting. So I wouldn't go full blast with it. Just put it out there for like a week or a few days and just see how people respond, and just see if this concept is going to work, if people are going to want this. And so just do a little test and give it a couple weeks or a month to go through it to see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then you just go back to the drawing board, maybe tweak it a little bit, maybe come up with a whole new idea, whatever it needs, but find a proof of concept testing. It's always important to do testing out there to make sure it works. Okay. The next thing you want to do is strike your first deal. So then you want to go to them, and like I said, it needs to be a win-win. go to them with your idea, go with them with the strategy and say, hey, let's make a deal here for every single customer, for every single member who signs up for your health club. I'm going to give them a free membership for a month to our, whatever it is, our health food membership program, right? So, or you could do it with everybody who signs up for a free pass or whatever they're offering. You put your offer to give them more value to their offer. So then you have a win-win, because they're going to say, hey, if you sign up with our club, not only will you get maybe the first 30 days free, or you get this and this, you're also going to get a free membership to the local health food store on their health program that they've created. And so you're able to make that a win-win. Or you can say, hey, now anybody who comes into our store, like I said before, spends $100 or more, you're going to get a free 30-day pass to the health club. So your traffic becomes their traffic becomes your traffic, and ideally your traffic just doubled overnight by doing something like that. If you can find somebody who relates to what you have, the bigger traffic stream they have, the better that you can become. I mean, imagine if you're selling something, a program, and you make a connection with someone who has maybe a health food podcast, right? And let's say they have 500,000 subscribers to their podcast, and you talk with them and you say, hey, I have this really, really cool deal, and they promote it for you, right? Then you just entered into their traffic stream, and they say, hey, this is a great, great deal. I mean, that's what you see all the time. That's an example of it not being anything new, but a lot of businesses don't think that they can do that. And so they get in with an influencer and they sell their product. So you want to find those influencers, you want to find those businesses, you want to find those Facebook groups, anybody who's related to what you have, and work out a deal, a win-win deal with them, that you can offer your product, your service into their traffic stream, and vice versa. They can do it the other way. And if you have an offer and there's somebody else that's offering something that helps your offer look better, that you can do, then you bring them in and say, hey, during my deal, I also want to offer whatever this is, right? So like for me, I do a lot of consulting and I work with a lot of businesses on marketing plans. So I can make a deal with one of the local programmers, one of the local designers, and say, hey, if you do a consulting session with me, I'll have a free graphic designer create your website for free. And then they get my traffic, I get their traffic, and it's a win-win. So that's what we want to look at when we want to strike our first deal. All right. And then duplicate and scale. So then the nice thing about this is that once the idea and the concept works, you can just do it again and do it again. Find more and more people like-minded and put your offer into their sale. You don't have to go back and recreate it all over again. Just keep doing it over and over and keep growing your business at the pace that you need to grow it, right? And so that is what the strategy is. That's a very, very high overview of what it is and how well it works. So I want to say thank you. I really, really hope that helps. I hope that gives you something to think about. I know it's not all the details, but I'd like to help you guys create marketing strategy. Okay, integration marketing strategy. I'd like to help you guys with this as well. So I just don't want to just give this to you as an overview and say good luck. If you really want to sit down and think about it and grow, hey, just email me at jeff.darling@darlingventuresmt.com, or you can give me a call at 406-539-5333 and say, hey, you know what? I want to set up a time to go over an integration marketing strategy. I'd be happy to sit down with you and help you go through this process. I've been through a similar process with this several times, and I can really help. I'm going to offer this for free. If you guys want to sit down, I'll sit down with your first session with you and just start to get you something to think about, something to work on and get better and better at. I'm willing to do that for you. So I hope this helps. The last thing I'll do is I will send you the book, Integration Marketing, for free as well. If this is something that you would like to do, I'll even send you the book. It's a very, very quick read right here. It's a very quick read. This is one of the resources that I used, the main one that I used for this, but he gives a lot of good ideas, kind of gives you more insight on it as well. So I'll even send that to you for free. If you want to just send me an email and say, hey, send me the free book, and set up a meeting with me or give me a call. But anyway, thank you. I don't want to take up any more of your time. You guys have a great day, and I will talk with you later.